welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I am working on my 100-day project, and this first one is day 50. Can't believe all the way to halfway. It's going by fast. So fast that I can't keep up on the videos. Alright, so that blue piece that I just put down is supposed to be the sky. It's got so much texture and color in there that it almost looks like a cave wall instead. So this one, it's hard to visualize this as a landscape when I'm done. But that is what it was intended for. And maybe I go in with the Stabilo after. If you've been watching, you know that I do. And I put Stabilo behind the mountains on this one. So maybe that adds to the cave effect. I don't know. You'll have to give me your opinion. So that's a little river that runs through it. Did I say where this location is? This is Vernal. I was on my way with my friend to the dinosaur monument in Vernal, near Vernal. And yeah, we were just on one of our days exploring. And I took a picture of this valley, probably from the highway. I feel like I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel for my green. When you're doing all these landscapes, it's all green. I think I mentioned that in the last videos. Sorry if I'm repeating myself for those of you who've seen the other videos. There's not a lot to say. Hello, I'm collaging. I'm using gel prints. These are landscapes, yada yada. So these are fairly quick. This one had a few more pieces, but I do have 5. I'm trying to get 5 on each video so I can get caught up to current time. Like currently I'm on day 60 something. So here's where I go in with the Stabilo. Creating some shading. I end up shading behind. I guess I wanted a division between those mountains, but I feel like it makes it too dark. Maybe it's at night. So how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope those of you that are doing the 100-day project are keeping up. It can be hard some days to get it done, I think. And I added a little bit of white. I felt like my river in there disappeared a little bit. So I was trying to emphasize it somewhat. So there it is, and it's all its glory. So the next one is day 51. And I believe it's Bear Lake. Yes, this is Bear Lake. That's in Utah. Well, they have Utah and Idaho side. It's right on the border. This is a view from where we usually go, which is the Utah side. And yeah, I'm just putting simple strips of color across to represent the water, the sand, the grass. That white can be the beach or it can be foamy waves. I think I go in with a white pen to make it look like waves crashing. Sometimes that happens at Bear Lake. It's a big lake. If the wind's blowing, it'll give you some waves. Not that you can surf on them, of course. Just enough to float you down the line a little bit. And I found this green scrapbook paper from my grass. Then I'm just going to cover up that bottom part with some brown. Maybe it's the dirt road. Maybe it's the dry grasses. Just putting a line of shading, giving the grass a little dimension. There's my waves. I don't know which one's my favorite on this one. Maybe none. Maybe the next one. I don't know. I like Bear Lake. It's a favorite place. We go there every year. Really enjoy going to Bear Lake. And then I decided we needed some grasses and reeds. It needed something in the foreground, so I'm just drawing some simple shapes to make it look like tall grasses. And there we go. That was not bad. I like the blue. Alright, this is day 52, and this area is called the Courthouse Towers in Arches National Park. That's another place in Utah. And I was using this kind of pink scrapbook paper as my red rock. Now I get this and I get it done, and when I went to take the pictures, I decided it looked a little odd, so I add a lot more Stabilo that you don't see me do, but you'll see it in the picture at the end. And again, some green scrapbook paper. This one has a lot of scrapbook paper on it, actually. This gray sky is a gel print, but the rest looks like it's scrapbook paper. And then I put a little fence in the front. That's pieces of painty paper. But it all looks really light here right now, doesn't it? All these light colors. Gonna definitely have to add some ink to those. And here I'm putting in a fence. This one turns out better than I thought at the day I did it. Like the day I did it the day before I post them on Instagram. And I was like, wasn't too happy with it. But before I posted it, I was like, oh, it needs something. So, after I add a lot more Stabilo, I liked it a lot better. Isn't that how things go? You know, if you leave the artwork here with me, if I pull it out again and there's something I don't like, it's changing. I think that's with most artists. If the art stays with the artist, they may change it. It may not stay the same. Alright, so you can see here I've added some Stabilo. Probably my camera stopped, I'm not sure. But I just felt like the mountains didn't quite look right. They were a little too pale. Not rocky looking enough. I'm highlighting the fence posts. But you'll see in the picture, I added a lot more ink. Or a lot more Stabilo, anyway. Alright, so this next one, this is day 53. This was another excursion with my friend. We were on our way to the Golden Spike National Park. And this is just outside of Corinne. And it was a gravel road. And yes, it's crazy scrapbook paper for my mountain. It's kind of, I'm not sure what it's an image of. Kind of looks like a building or something mechanical. And I think that dark spot on the right hand side was supposed to be a hillside because the road went around that hillside. But I think it looks more like dark bushes. So I kind of treat it like dark bushes. This is the same paper I used for the waves on my Bear Lake. I'm using it for my dirt road. I don't even remember how I created that piece of paper, but it looks like I might have done a gel print and had way too much white paint on there, so just the paint came off, the white paint. And it is kind of dry out there, a lot of dry grasses and stuff. It was green along the edge of the road, but a lot of brown. That's typical for Utah, I think. And I think this picture was taken like in May. We went to a reenactment of the driving of the Spike into, I think it was like a significant anniversary. Was it 100 years? I don't know. When was the Spike driven in? I can't remember now. I'd have to go look in my journals. It's a good thing I write things down. Otherwise I would forget. This one has a lot of little pieces too. Forgot I'd put so many little pieces in this one. And, you know, I can't believe that Crystal Light packet is sitting there the whole time. Like, it's catching on my sleeve and everything. And I don't... Yes, I drink Crystal Light. It's my favorite. And anyways, it's there the whole time. Sorry if you're seeing my empty Crystal Light packet. Garbage. I saw this when I was editing. I'm like, I can't believe. Like, it caught on my sleeve. It spins around. It's like in the way, and I don't do anything about it. Alright, now we gotta add some serious pencil to make this look like a road and landscape and mountains. I think adding the Stabilo is my favorite part. Sometimes I get a little carried away, but most of the time it just really helps. Tried to darken that right at the top of the road because there was a gap there. But there we go. Day 53. Alright, the last one for this video is day 54. And the name I put on here was Meadow. Meadow is actually a place. It's near, I was going to say Farmington, but it's not Farmington. Anyways, it is south of me, and out there in the middle of some farmers' fields are some hot pools. And we'd learned about it, so we decided we were going to go find these hot pools. And yeah, it's out there, way out in the middle of nowhere. You have to know where you're going to get there. But we got there, and there was a couple of people there. We decided not to get in the pools. We just wandered around, took pictures. By the time we left, there was at least 20 people in these pools, hot pools, out in the middle of a farmer's field, muddy roads, muddy everything. But they were sure enjoying themselves. But, so this is one of the pictures I took. I left out the pools of water in this one. Maybe if I do another landscape of meadow, I might add the hot pools. But, I'm pretending the brown, the darker spots on that paper is the muddy areas. Because it was pretty muddy. And this one's a pretty quick one. And that was a fence post, that thing's standing up. They did have fences and signs. And asked for donations. Everybody was pretty cooperative. Anyway, I hope you liked that. I hope you liked this series. If you did, leave me a comment or a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching. Have an awesome day.